Hello there, amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to the next episode of ranking every single story from each season of Doctor Who. And of course, I'm now going to be talking about season 2. I will probably struggle for about season 3 because I've only read a couple of books from season 3 and a few of the audios. So I can say what I think of other stories, but not as much as other people can. So 9 stories of season 2. What can I tell you about this season before I dive into it? Well, it is my favourite Hartnell season. It's got 2 Dalek stories in there. It's got some fantastic stories like Planet of the Giants. I really think that is a good story, and I do think it's not highly held up really well in the Doctor Who fandom. I also have to admit, I absolutely love the Dalek Invasion of Earth. The Dalek Invasion of Earth, it is my favourite story from this season. It's just absolutely brilliant and absolutely amazing. The third story is, of course, The Rescue. Now, The Rescue, I'm going to be honest, it is my second favourite story. And I need to just slipped up then. Okay, never mind. So The Rescue, it is my second favourite because it introduces us to Mira O'Brien's character, aka Vicky, who is my favourite 1960s companion. And she's my favourite Hartnell companion, I have to be honest with you. I really do enjoy Vicky. I really like the performance from Mira O'Brien, and she's absolutely brilliant. The Romans, it's an okay story. Then, of course, we have The Crusade, The Web Planet, The Space Museum, The Chase, and, of course, The Time Middler. So, how do I rank each of these stories? Well, let's dive in number 9. So, in 9th place, it has got to be The Space Museum. I actually find this one a little bit boring. It does have some good moments in there when you got the first Doctor basically hiding in the Dalek casing going, I have found him out, I am the master. And he does that little laugh of his. I really do enjoy that story. But the fact that this is just another timey-wimey story, that the TARDIS ends up materialising basically after the Doctor and that lot, after the Doctor, Vicky, Ian and Barbara basically materialise into the planet, leaving the TARDIS, and time's not as much as it is ahead of them. So when they get there, they find that they're being basically put into glass cabinets in the Space Museum. And of course, time does catch up, and they've got to try and keep away from the people of the planet to keep away, so that way they don't become basically trapped in space cabinets. So, in 8th place, it has got to be the story that I have to admit, I actually did enjoy this story. It is The Crusade. Now, The Crusaders, it's a fantastic story for me, but I have to put it in 8th place because there are other stories that, I mean, this is my favourite Hartnell season, and I really do enjoy a lot of the stories from this season. I do like I absolutely do love the Crusaders. I have to be honest with you, I absolutely love it. Richard Lionheart, absolutely a brilliant character, and played by the one and brilliant Junior Glover, who basically does come back into 1979 story and plays Scaroth in the City of Death. But I just cannot put this story above any others because the others are really, really good, I have to be honest with you. So, number 7. In 7th place, it is The Web Planet. Now, The Web Planet, it is a good story. It does have really, really bad kind of like budgeting, and the way the cameras look like with everything being a bit blurry and like blurry and everything, it's not as good as it could have been. I think it could have been so much better. I do own the Target book of this story, which is called Doctor Who and the Saab. I really do like the giant ant creatures. I think they're kind of good. I don't really care for the whole like the humanoid moth creatures. I find they're basically a little bit boring and stuff, and I'm sorry to say that. Number 6. So, in 6th place, it has got to be a story I do enjoy. And it is a little bit of a comedy type storyline. It is The Romans. So, The Romans, what can I tell you about The Romans? Well, it's got some good bits in there. It's got some bad bits in there. There are some cringe-worthy moments, like the fact that the first Doctor basically does cause the Great Fire of Rome. I really do like how the Doctor basically takes off his like microphone glass, or the little mic thing, and he accidentally sets light to Caesar's plans. I really do enjoy that storyline. I do like Vicky and Barbara in this story because I think they're absolutely brilliant. And I do like the way how it leads on from the chase when the TARDIS basically materialises and it falls off the edge of the cliff. I really do enjoy that one. So now we're into the 5 best stories of this season. So The stories we have got left is the Dalek Invasion of Earth, the Rescue, Planet of the Giants, the Chase, and the Time Miller. So let's dive into it, shall we? So in 5th place, it is Planet of the Giants. Now, some people do put this one in 1st place and 2nd place of this season on YouTube. But for me, I'm going to have to say, yes, it is a lot better than the Web Planet and other stories I've already mentioned. But the top 4 are none of the others that can be beaten by this story. This story cannot even come across to the top 4. Even though it's in 5th place, I actually do enjoy it. So the TARDIS ends up being shrunken down with the Doctor, Susan, Ian and Barbara. And of course, they do kind of witness a murder. You got the whole budget is not really there. I mean, when you got the big giant cat looking at them and they realise that they've shrunk and witnessed a murder and all that. And they get back to the TARDIS and basically they do get basically from small into normal size once again. But the one thing I have to say about this was actually originally a 4-part story, but for some reason it was all rushed in, crammed into the 3rd episode. So really, it was supposed to be a 4-parter, but they then said no, it's going to be a 3-parter. So that's the thing. I do think part 3 is very, very rushed in, and you can tell bits of part 4 was put into part 3 to try and make it go like quick, and that's the only thing I can say about it. Number 4, what can I say in 4th place? Well, it's got to be The Chase. Now, The Chase, it is Ian and Barbara's last story as the Doctor's companions. Well, yeah, after basically the Doctor basically kidnapped them from 1963 London and ended up going on to this whole spiritual adventure all through season 1. So Ian and Barbara use the Dalek's time machine that basically to get back into their own time, but they don't really get into 1963. They go 2 years out and basically end up back in 1965. Yeah. And the Daleks in this one do have their own time machine, and basically they are trying to capture and exterminate the TARDIS. And the TARDIS team, like the Doctor, Vicky, Ian and Barbara. And you kind of got like the haunted house with Dracula, and you got a Dalek going, "Don't go." I really do like Frankenstein when he does pick up the Dalek and throw him. I love the fact they go onto the HMS Bounty, I think, and because the Daleks end up going there, half of the crew end up falling into the sea, and the Dalek does get destroyed by seawater as well. I really do find that scene a bit funny. I love the cliffhanger to part 1, where after you got the sandstorm, you got the Doctor and Barbara basically looking up, and you got this Dalek basically coming out of the sand and going, and then you just got out the titles going, dun da dun dun da dun dun da dun dun da dun da da dun. I really do love The Chase. I think it's a great story, and it's got to be in 4th. Number 3. So in 3rd place, it is The Time Middler, the finale to season 2. The Time Middler, I have to be honest with you, it is a good historian story set in 1066. You got the meddling monk basically trying to meddle with a bit of time when the Vikings are coming to invade, and just before, a few days before, the Battle of Hastings with William the Conqueror. Now, the Doctor knows you cannot meddle with time, so he does come up with a plan to stop the Time Middler. Even though Hartnell's not really in episode 3, because at the point of episode 3, he's on holiday. So when you get to the cliffhanger to part 2, and you got the monk basically trapping him in the dungeon and just end up laughing. I do love that ending of episode 3, though, where you kind of got Vicky and Stephen going into the monk's TARDIS, and they look there really, really shocked and go, "It's a TARDIS! The monk's got a TARDIS!" Like that. I really do like the way how the TARDIS materializes at first thing, and then you've got the monk just looking down, and when he goes to the TARDIS door and he listens to the vibration, he goes, "I knew it. I knew it." Like that. And I really do like the monk in this story as well. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Although he does return in the Dalek's master plan, unfortunately it is a missing story. But I will say more about that story when I get to ranking season 3. I really do love the story. It's absolutely brilliant. Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 are brilliant. I really love the ending as well, when you kind of got the TARDIS dematerializing, and then you got the Doctor Who theme playing. You got like the Time Vortex, where you kind of got like Stephen, then Vicky, and then you just got William Hartnell just kind of looking absolutely brilliant. And with the title sequence running as well, I do enjoy that. Number 2, so my second favourite story, I have to admit, it's a good 2-parter. It is The Rescue. So The Rescue, it's a brilliant storyline where basically you got this crashed spaceship where you got Vicky on there and you got Queen Willem. I believe that's his name, Queen Willem. Something like that. Basically, he's a prisoner because it's a prison spaceship that's crash landed on this planet. So when the TARDIS team basically materialise and Vicky's there excited thinking it's the rescued party, and she goes to basically the person going, they're coming, they're here, and he goes, they are not here, contact them for the radio. And when she does, and they're like, nope. I mean, the planet is called Planet Dido, where she goes, Planet Dodo to the rescue ship. I absolutely do love the chase. Now, I have to admit, it's only a 2-part story, but it's absolutely brilliant because it literally takes place after the Dalek version of Earth, where you kind of got the Doctor basically slipping up and going, Susan, would you... and then, of course, you got Ian going, Doctor, do you want me to... Yes, my dear boy, yes, my dear boy, yes. I really do enjoy this story. But my number 1 story of this season, in high mighty, in glory, is the Dalek invasion of Earth. Now, this is basically the Daleks at their best. At their best. Now, out of all the 60s Doctor Who's Dalek stories, I'm going to have to say this is the 3rd best Dalek story, considering we have got 2 great ones in the Charlton era when we get to season 4. But I really do love this story because, one, I love the fact when you got that cliffhanger and you got that Dalek coming out of the ocean, like out of the Thames, and you got the Doctor and Ian being caught by the Robomen, and goes, now when I give the word, return and dive in the water, and you just got a Dalek coming out of the the Thames looking around, and he goes, now, and they're like shocked, and he goes, Daleks and Earth, Doctor, I think you might let us go. Why are these human beings being so loud to near that river? No explanation. I really do love the Dalek Vision of Earth. I think it's an absolutely brilliant story. It's an incredible 6-part story. Yes, it does. It does not get boring. It actually does build up and build up and build up. It's got great filming location. I really love the fact when the Daleks go over the West Midland Bridge, and you got them looking over, and you got Big Ben in the background, and you just got the Daleks basically just being Daleks and basically enslaved to humans. The one thing I have to say why this story is absolutely brilliant to me is because it is the very first time the Doctor says goodbye to a companion, and not just a companion, it's to his granddaughter. I really do love the whole speech where he goes, one day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxiety. Just go forward with all your beliefs and prove to me that I'm not mistaken in mine. Goodbye, Susan. Goodbye, my dear. And I really do like the way how basically she throws the TARDIS key down on the ground and basically kind of goes into a pattern like the galaxy. And that's when the title's really playing. So that is me ranking the 9 stories out of season 9 from my worst to my best. And of course, these stories are absolutely brilliant. So let me know in the comments, what is your favourite story from season 9? How do you rank all 9 stories from season 9? Thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share and join for more awesome Doctor Who content.